Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charleen and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Get this season's must-haves in a store near you.
Welcome to Hold My Drink Extra Juice, which is kindly sponsored by Primark or Pennies, the ultimate high street destination that has everything you need this spring. Get yourself out there, have some fun and celebrate yourself at Primark.
Primark is the ultimate high street store every girl is obsessed with. Spring is finally here. It's time to go big on your wardrobe.
Stand out with Primark's latest spring 2023 collection. The range is characteristically cool. Think pop and bright colours, and florals, as well as having utility-inspired khaki cohorts, giving a touch of edge for standout street style moments. I actually met a girl today in the hairdressers, and she had these fab jeans on. I was like, where are they from? They look like the quality looks so good. Pennies, and they had like gorgeous rips on them. I need to go find them. I'm going to go to Pennies in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Stunning. Like, I couldn't believe, like, the rips were like really high up and stuff. You see like the pocket kind of nearly through it, like,
yeah,
really nice.
Like light denim?
Yeah, kind of like midi wash kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of darker, but it's so nice.
I love the cargo pants in there.
Yeah, me too.
They're reliable. You can always rely on them. Did you know you can also check what is in your local store on the Primark website with their new stock finder as well? So if you're in between two stores and you're looking for a specific item, you can check on the website and see which one it's in, and then go to that one. So handy, even though you're always popping in and out.
Good idea. I'm going to check them jeans on that.
Check your jeans in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you in stock? Let's find out.
You can log on to www.primark.com/IE, check out all their spring pieces and see what's in stock with their new stock finder. We always say, if you're stuck between two stores, you know what you want, you've seen something on someone online and you want to see if your local store has it. It's just the handiest thing ever.
Handy dandy.
This is our bonus episode where we get to answer even more of your dilemmas. So we try to help you with some advice that you have.
Because apparently we're good at it.
Apparently so.
Apparently.
God knows.
Jesus.
I haven't ruined anyone's life so far. All of these dilemmas have been sent into our email address. So it's homemydrink@goloudnow.com. You can send literally anything in that you have. We get so many every week. So if they're not answered in this, they could be in our main episode and vice versa as well.
Or updates. We love now an update.
We just got one in there, but we can't read it out because we're not recording again for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Next time.
Promise.
We literally get. I got so excited.
I know.
Genuinely. So first one. This is quite a long one. Hi girls, I need some advice. I was in a friend group of 4 people, me and 3 others. After 10 plus years of friendship, I finally realised that these friendships were extremely toxic and had been since the start, but I was too young and naive and too forgiving, and had been told this by other friends and family members. I even had family members and friends beg me to end these friendships, which I ignored. I finally decided to put myself first for once and put my own happiness first for once. And so I decided to cut ties with this friendship group for the sake of my own mental health, but this didn't go down well with the rest of the group. They constantly ring and text me and try to start fights and accuse me of saying nasty things about other friends and began to spread rumours. This really took a toll on my mental health and my anxiety levels, which have improved significantly since ending this friendship. They soon gave up, but would be asking other friends questions about me, like who I was seeing, or texting other personal questions. While I hated this and found it extremely uncomfortable, as they never would text me and then harass me saying I wouldn't reply to messages or go out to them, after me explicitly saying please leave me alone. I chose to ignore this and let it simmer down again. Months passed and I heard nothing from them and was the happiest I've been in a long time, until a death occurred in my family and all the messages started again. I've told them that I do not want to be friends with them, as it affects my mental health, and to not contact me, as I feel this is a better way for everyone, but they won't take no for an answer. My mental health has already taken a hit after the death of my family member, and then messaging and ringing me again is already having a negative effect on me. It's been over a year now since I first cut ties, and I've tried everything to get them to just leave me alone, but they don't seem to get the message. What should I do?
This is mad. We never usually hear it from the side of being the one that wants the friends to leave them
alone. Yeah.
So this is a different side of it.
Jesus.
Block them on everything. Get a new number. Like if you're really genuinely happy without them.
Yeah. And
why aren't they taking the hint?
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, why would you want to force? You can't force a friendship.
It's a bit harassing. Like.
Yeah. Somebody will either be your friend or they won't. Like you can't force people to unnaturally be friends. Like,
no.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't work.
Weird.
Yeah. God. I think, just block them and just literally ignore, because at some point they're going to get tired and be like, right, she's not.
If you bite back at all, they know that that's how they'll get you and they'll keep doing it. Like,
Jesus.
Why would you want to harass someone who doesn't want to be your friend?
Like, that is bizarre.
What?
And he's not even giving anything back to fight with. Like, and if maybe at the moment, if you are replying at all, or like just completely just don't. Jesus.
Block, new number.
I wonder,
ignore.
did they see someone in your family passing away? Which we were very sorry to hear, by the way. But I wonder, did they see that as like a door for them to get back in contact? Like, as in,
Oh, we'll text her now.
we'll text her about this and then to keep texting her.
Yeah.
See, can we get friends again or something? But like, I think, like Ellie said, blocking and taking a serious step of like not letting them get in contact with you.
Don't give them any sort of
No.
opportunity to be
No.
able to get in touch with you.
Like, if it's been a year and like you feel better without them, you don't want that
Weird.
time back. Like, that's insane. Block them. New number.
If you have to.
Tell people to not give your new number out. Like,
Yeah.
if there's anyone that you have, it's hard when you have like mutual friends because there's always going to be that connection there. And your mutual friend might be like, oh, they said this about you. And that, like, tell the mutual friend, I don't want to hear anything either.
Don't want to hear anything. Happier on my own.
Don't
Doing
tell
my
them
own thing.
anything about me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just cut that. You just pretend you don't know either of us, kind of thing,
Yeah.
to each other. But yeah.
Yeah. Next one is, hi girls, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. I look forward to listening each week. Me and my ex-boyfriend broke up over a year ago, but I'm still waiting for my post-breakup glow-up. Last summer was my first summer being single in 4 years, and looking back at it now, I don't even think I lived the hot girl summer life. I would love a glow-up mentally and physically, but don't know what to do or how to achieve it. Any advice or tips, please? Thank you so much.
Ooh.
Dye your hair!
Oh, yeah. Go blonde.
Yeah. Physically, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
But mentally is where the work needs to be,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to, but then also it also works the other way as well. If
When you do something
feel
physical,
good,
you're
gonna think good as
yeah,
well. Like,
true.
if you feel good in yourself and you look amazing in yourself,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel better
Yeah.
too.
That's
So
true.
I feel like they both really balance each other out.
they
very
come
well.
hand in hand a little bit.
Yeah.
I think don't beat yourself up over that about not having a post break glow up last summer because it's your first summer single in 4 years. Like, maybe you just weren't feeling that time. Like, it's
No, yeah.
alright, but like, I think finding out who you are maybe by yourself, that's a glow up in itself. Like, knowing that you don't need that person and like really feeling like you're over it. Like, I always say, I haven't said the word therapy in a good few episodes now.
Listen,
But
get that back in there.
therapy, because then you can find out why you're still hung up about it, because it could be different reasons. It could be something in yourself that you're feeling over, but that will kind of get you peel back the layers of the onion
Yeah.
of your feelings and why you're still feeling like so sad a year later, not feeling like you've had a glow up. Like, maybe it's a thing that you don't love yourself enough, and that's why you're not putting time
Not
into glowing up mentally
Yeah.
and physically, and that's why it's not happening for you. But
I also don't compare your glow up to somebody else's either. Like,
agree.
because
Yeah.
like, you know, when someone comes out of a relationship and like they're straight away a completely different person, and like you think that everyone's is meant to be like that, and
But I feel like time just goes so much quicker when you look at someone else doing it. Like, if people look at us like, oh, they have had a glow up, but like, it took us so long to get to that point.
oh yeah,
But you don't see that. You just think, oh well, they've had a glow
happened
up.
overnight. Like,
So happy for them. Yeah, it's not. Well, people listen to podcasts would know, but like, it's not as quick as people think it is, and so much more gradual. I think Ellie said, like as Ellie said, dye your hair.
Dye your hair. That's always a good thing. I
Do
think.
something different, like get into like some kind of sport, not to even lose weight, but like to get yourself moving, because you always feel good.
Yeah.
When you go to the gym, you feel good.
You do,
You go for a walk, you
regardless.
feel good.
Yeah.
Every activity you do, you feel great afterwards.
Energy creates energy.
Yeah. Therapy.
Creates therapy.
Yeah. Therapy. Even journaling, like how you're feeling, and it's really nice to look back on how you felt maybe this time last month and be like, wow, I feel a bit better since then.
Yeah.
And you feel a sense of achievement, and just talking about to people and just
Being a
you
hot
can
bitch.
do it. Yeah, maybe get a treatment done that you wouldn't usually, like a facial,
Spoil yourself.
lashes, something.
Yeah.
Just something like just to be like, oh, I deserve.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, I think that's all about. That's why the glow up is so fun, because you get to put all the time that you would have put in someone else into yourself,
Into yourself. Yeah.
and that's when you're like, wow, I can.
I deserve this.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you do deserve. So
That's
let
right.
us know how your glow up gets on.
Yes.
Next one is, so I'm having doubts with my boyfriend of 4 years, and not because of him, because of a family member of his. One of his family members, in my opinion, is a bad person. I just don't know if I could see a future with my boyfriend, knowing that his family member will be in my life and my future kid's life. But I can't bring myself to leave my boyfriend because he literally could not treat me any better. And I love him so much. I know leaving him would break him. And it's not him, it's the family member. And it's not fair to punish him for someone else's mistakes and problems. But I just don't know if I can imagine a future if I can see a future because of it. But I can't imagine my life without him. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I love the podcast and I've listened since day one. I've been to your live shows.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, God. It's awkward.
Yeah, can you punish your partner for somebody else's life? Like, do you know what I mean? Is it your partner?
Your place, yeah. Is it your
Is it their responsibility though as well? Like,
it's like it can't be helped, really, can't it? Not?
Yeah.
Your family's your family. You can't make them unfamily.
don't choose your family.
Yeah. I wonder, is it worth talking to your boyfriend about the concern you have?
I feel like that'd be mad awkward.
Yeah, depending on it.
So your uncle's a dick.
I'd like to know what the
Him,
thing
like,
is, though.
I know.
I'm thinking all sorts. I'm like, maybe it's just like,
Is he a criminal?
yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I jumped at as well.
Criminal activity.
Criminal activity, yeah. Which you'd understand because you don't want that in your kid's life.
What's that saying? And it's like who you hang around with or who you associate yourself with, like, paints you with that same brush or something. There's like a saying, isn't there?
Paint your
Well
environment.
done,
Yeah.
Leanne.
Yeah.
Product of your environment. So maybe she's thinking that, like, if it is something to do with criminal activity, or if they're just not nice. Like, if I don't know.
I think if your boyfriend ever like tells you about the bad stuff that this person does, maybe then you could talk to him about it. But if he seems oblivious, then it's awkward.
See, maybe the boyfriend is just used to it. Whatever
Used to whatever it is.
the
Yeah.
bad is.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just used to it, and it's just like you said, family. You can't choose your family, and you just put up with it. Like,
yeah. I'm trying to think if it was me with Dano. Like, if I don't think I'd break up with him over it. I don't think you can. You can't. It's someone you love so much, and
yeah.
like, I'm sure there's ways of you can like kind of separate yourself.
I was
from
going to
that
say
member.
distance yourself.
I don't know
if you
how.
can.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is like a mother or father, like how far down the family tree they are. But like, there's definitely like ways in which you can get your kids to not be with that person, and like
you said it yourself, it's not him, so he's not the problem at all. So, like you said, I don't think you can punish him for his
for someone else's mistakes
Yeah.
and problems, because that's not fair. And like we said, you don't choose your family, but
I just distance myself from that family member if I could.
I think you
As
have to.
much as I
I think you have to have the conversation with him in order to do that. Because if
Boyfriend.
say if you had a kid together, right, and he's like, oh, we'll just drop the kid into so and so's house, and you're like, fuck, I don't want that. Like, that can't come out of nowhere. I think you have to have the conversation
Yeah.
before that.
True.
But I think leave it until you do get to that stage when you have kids, and then maybe if you're pregnant, talk about it. I don't think now is the time to.
Be like, we can't talk about your
We
uncle.
can't be together. Yeah, we're just,
Why is uncle
we're just
in my head
guessing it's
straight
the
away?
uncle.
Yeah, I don't know why uncle is in both of our heads.
Yeah, maybe we're psychic.
Don't know.
Yeah, and maybe you distance yourself. You try to not be at things that he might be at. Like, it's hard sometimes, but like, even if you're at the same event or whatever, like, just it could be a mother or father down. They're always around. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But I think the real problem,
Scenario makes it different.
the real problem would come if and when you have kids.
You're always going to be attached to that family then.
Yeah, and you don't want to be leaving someone with someone you don't feel safe. I don't know if it's a safe thing or like if I don't know.
Are they just bad because they're a bitch? Like, I don't
or
know.
like just have issue. I don't know. Someone you don't feel comfortable with leaving them.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when it becomes an issue. But you're your own person now. You can kind of step back from occasions and kind of talk. I think talk to your boyfriend about it if you can.
Yeah.
Or even mention, just drop little subtle
Hints.
not like just little stuff that you say and kind of see what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one then is, hi, I was going to say Shelley and Arlene. Who? What? Hi, Charleen and Ellie. I'm a massive fan of the podcast and always listen while cleaning my room. I'm not long into a relationship with a fella, talking for 2 months, together for 1. This man was perfect to begin with, making me so happy and treating me like a princess. However, 2 weeks after we became official, this all changed. He says I've turned into a red flag as I overthink too much and take any sadness I have out on him. and going through a rough patch right now. Maybe I do this without realising, but I try my very best to make sure he's happy. For example, I'm always the one to come and see him, long distance relationship, and I always buy him food, vapes, even though he's working and I'm in college. He's completely distanced himself from me. As he said, I wasn't there for him over Christmas. He had family problems and he's sick of me being negative and overthinking. I've gotten really attached to him and I just want things to go back to normal between us. How can I save this relationship, or is it too late now? I appreciate any advice and love you.
What the fuck? I think take the version of him that he is now
He's
as
showing
who he
you.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fresh in that, like, that first, whatever, how many months it was, that's not who he is.
It's only 3 months.
3 months. Yeah, that's not.
Talking for 2 and together for 1.
Yeah.
3 months.
No one will ever show you the red flags at the start. That's, why would they do that?
Yeah, imagine
Giving it all away.
Hi, so these are my list of red flags. If you want to
this
proceed,
is
let me know. If
Yeah,
not.
because you'd honestly be like, what the fuck, and walk away. But he didn't. And now he's showing it all, and like, no.
I know you really want to save it, but
And maybe as well, you going through the rough patch, and like she said, maybe she'll take sadness out on him. Maybe going through a rough patch, you're not in the right place to be in a rage up either. Because I think sometimes when someone else is a red flag and you're going through a rough patch, or like, it can turn you into a red flag as well.
But also, like, you went through a rough patch. You can see how much it didn't help you. He just blamed you nearly. He wasn't there for you.
I'm sorry, that your boyfriend should be the one person who was there for you through thick and thin, not giving out to you for being in a rough
He
patch.
literally gave out to you, like, and you were questioning, like, that you took sadness out on him. Like, that shouldn't be the case.
No.
You should be able to take your sadness out on him. If you're feeling any way angry, whatever emotion you're feeling, I feel like you should be able to vent that to whoever you're with.
Yeah.
Not like
project.
not
but vent.
project.
Yeah.
Vent it and let them know how you're feeling,
Yeah.
and they should be there to help you and console you and whatever else.
Yeah.
But he just seems like he's blaming you for being sad.
Yeah, and if he's like that now, I'm like, that's just going to keep getting worse. If he can't even hold up the facade for 3 months, God bless.
God fucking bless.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think if you really, I think you need to sit down with him and tell him, like, listen, or ask him, do you want this to work as much as I do? And he just needs to be honest with you. Like, if he's like, no, you're a negative bitch or whatever,
well then,
you need to just take that as it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
That's not to say that you are, like, obviously, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if he says that, like, but I think as well, her saying that she's gone through a rough patch, but she's saying she's doing her very best to make sure he's happy, getting him food and vapes and going over to him in the long distance relationship. Like, you're keeping yourself, you're struggling and you're making someone else happy.
Yeah.
You need to put that time and happiness into yourself. So maybe a relationship just isn't right, and especially this man definitely doesn't sound right.
Blaming you, like.
I think just having the conversation with him and being like, is this ever going to go back? Like, I just feel like things have changed. What's going on? Just having a really open and honest conversation, because or else nothing's going to change. And like, from going from treating like a princess to this is just a bit bizarre and,
That's a big
and
360,
dramatic.
like,
yeah. Like, just being like, look, is that ever going to come back? And if it doesn't,
I don't
really want this. Yeah. That's what I fell in love with. That's what I want. Like, that's what I deserve.
I want the old
You deserve. Yeah. Hi, Ellie and Charleen. I listen to your podcast religiously. It's gotten me through these tough few months. So here's my dilemma. I was with my boyfriend for 7 years. We got together in secondary school. However, the last while has been horrendous. He hasn't made an effort. Trying to get him to meet up with me has always been a struggle, and I felt like a burden. I recommended we move in together a few months ago to see if it would improve our situation, but no matter what house I showed him, he said it wasn't close enough to his farm. Oh, farmer. Even though it was like a 15-minute drive. Even trying to get him to go out with me was stressful. He told me it's not as exciting to go out as going out in a group or with his work colleagues. I just felt so shit and ended it with him the day after Stephen's Day. He was good and said if I break up with him now, I won't achieve my goal of being married by 30 and I won't get my dream house. This has stayed with me. Have I made a major mistake? Will I be lonely at 30? Will I be lonely and 30? I feel like I'm such a bitch. But the relationship was draining as I was the one pushing it. Have I not done the right thing? I'm hurting but also relieved.
Are you in a relationship for a house and marriage?
I think him saying that is very fucking cheeky.
The neck of him.
You won't be married by 30 and get your dream house.
Fuck off. And so what? You won't be either. Who cares?
He seems like
why
a
is there
fart.
why is there a cut off at 30?
You're also better off forever alone than with him. Fart, man.
I'm not going to be married and well, I hopefully have a house, but I'm not going to be married by 30.
No.
That's in 2 years.
That's not a cut off point at all.
No,
No.
there's no age limit that you should put on it. Like,
No. And like he seems like a fucking drain. Like, oh,
Black
I can't
cloud.
move my farms.
Yeah.
15 minutes. You can drive for more than 15
Imagine asking your
minutes.
fella to go out with you and him saying, nah, it's more fun with the work people.
That's not someone you want.
More
to be
fun
with.
with the farmers.
I'd rather be literally alone till I'm fucking 99 years
No.
of age than be with someone like that. Like, you literally should feel so relieved because
You-
there's a
yeah,
weight
you
off
said it
your
yourself.
shoulders.
You're
Yeah.
relieved.
And that just makes you feel so shit when someone is not interested in going out with you, like doesn't want to have fun with you. That's shite.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
You haven't made a mistake.
No.
You're only thinking, he's only trying to make you feel like you have because
He's
of a
trying to
house and
mind
marriage.
games. Yeah.
That's not the end goal. Like,
No. And if that is your end goal, you'll still get that with someone who actually
Yeah.
wants to go out with you.
Yeah.
Maybe not by 30, but like, I don't know what age she is, but like, you'll still find someone and get all the nice things and someone who actually wants to have fun with you.
you would either have ended up married and a house and miserable. Or single, the happiest you've ever been.
Yeah.
No
And
house.
Not having
Who
to,
cares?
not having to force someone to hang around with you.
Yeah, but it's something that you can look forward to in the future. Nah, you haven't made a mistake. You're relieved. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Like,
Yeah, fuck him.
if they got together in secondary school, that means she was maximum 17 when she met him. She's only 18. So that means she's only 20. The oldest age she could be, the 7 years they're together, is 25.
Ah, you're only a young
And you
bird.
have loads of time.
Bird.
At this age, things move so much quicker.
At this age, that could still happen for you. You could still be.
Yeah.
Maybe not for me because it's in 2 years. But like if you're only 25 now, you could definitely still have a house and be married if you wanted
Easy.
to.
Yeah.
With somebody that you actually, who enjoys hanging around with you and going out with you and
Yeah.
isn't a draining piece of shit in your life.
Bastards, yeah. Excuse our friend.
Oh my goodness.
So you can send your dilemmas to homeidrink@goloudnow.com if you have any more dilemmas you would like us to answer and to give you advice on. New episodes of Home I Drink Extra Juice come out every Monday and our main episodes come out on Wednesdays. Thank you so much to Primark for sponsoring this episode.
We love you.
We love you so much. And make sure to like, rate and subscribe. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Hold My Drink Extra Juice with Charleen and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly sponsored by Pennies. Whether it's stylish savings, a new double snuddy, gym gear, or some beauty bits you're looking for, Pennies is the ultimate high street destination.